Now 5:30, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Public Works and Planning Committee for January 2nd, of 2024. Welcome to the new year. First, we'll have the roll call.
Commissioner Dodd.
Present.
Commissioner Cush. Present. Commissioner James.
Here.
Commissioner Boyd.
Here.
Commissioner P.
Here.
Commissioner Piercy.
Here.
Chairman Johnson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
First, we'll have approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I've read the minutes and find them to be in order and move for their approval.
We have a motion and a second to approve last month's minutes. All in favor? All opposed? We have no public comments. Next would be the Highway Department, but we have no report. Next, we would have Solid Waste report. We don't have a report. Bishop and Matt both are under the weather, so praying for the quick recovery for them, and we'll take that up next month. His report is on all the information is on your iPad, so if you want to look it over, and if you have any questions or anything on that, just contact Bishop or me. Next, we have the Planning and Engineering, Doug DeMasi.
I don't have a very long report today. My Christmas present to you all is no public hearings for this month. But next month, be prepared, because we have 7 that we're considering at Planning Commission in next week. So all I have for you tonight is our available lot inventory through the end of December 2023. You'll notice on page 5 of 9 that the total available lots currently in the unincorporated area is 912 lots. That's down slightly from last month. Didn't have a lot of recording activity during the month of December, and as Ms. Bell will talk about briefly, there wasn't much permit activity either, but we did manage to lose about 10 to 15 lots or so. Just to kind of give you a representation of what this has looked like, our total available lots over the last several years, I did put a chart on your iPads, just kind of giving you a representation of what the available lots have looked like since we started tracking this back in 2009. You'll see, of course, that was the height of the recession, really, during 2009. You'll see the most that we ever had as far as available lots, again, these lots being on the ground, ready to be permitted, was almost 1,700 lots. And then things really started going, and you saw we kind of bottomed out, for lack of a better word, about 548 lots. And then since that time, it's kind of fluctuated quite a bit. Lately, it's been kind of went up and down, then it's been fluctuating a little bit in the 900 range over the last several months. So that's kind of what we've seen here over the last year or so. You can kind of get that just by looking at that chart. We'll have a more thorough year-end report next month. Obviously, we didn't have enough time to put anything together for tonight, but just wanted to at least have that for you to take a look at. So with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions that the committee may have.
Questions? Motion and second to approve the report. All in favor? All opposed? Thank you, sir. Now we have the building codes report from Tanya Bell.
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I, too, don't have a lot to talk about tonight, and like Doug said, I will also have a more thorough annual comparison report next month when we've got time to work on it. But the month of December, building codes issued a total of 239 permits. 32 of those were single-family dwellings. that is comparable to last year. Last year, we were about 2 off. For a total revenue of $117,028.30. I will go on into development tax and school facilities tax if you have no questions. Total of school facilities tax, we had $355,389.50 for a total, a cumulative total for the year, for the fiscal year, of $3,068,758. Sorry, $3,068,758. Development tax, we had $3,750, $3,750. So our cumulative total for school facilities tax from the same time last year is up, looks like about 40%, 40% from the same month last year, last fiscal year. On that, zoning enforcement,
So what was your total for the entire year, fiscal year, with both of them together for last year?
last year, the total was $5,791,747. For SFT, let me do a quick add here. SFT was $5,791,747. Development tax was $162,000, so add that to that, and you'll get probably, do quick math in my head, at 55.95, 5,950,000 last year. And zoning enforcement, we had a total of 138 inspections for the month of December. That concludes my report. I'm going to get you home for dinner. Maybe not.
Well, it shouldn't take that long. Over the New Year's and the holidays, did we get any noise complaints and fireworks complaints, anything like
I
that?
get not one. No.
Curious, so.
Any of the commissioners get one that I haven't heard? We didn't get any.
Well, my wife groused a little bit when people started shooting guns at midnight, but other than that,
Got pretty loud.
motion to approve her report.
Have a motion and a second to approve the report. All in favor? And all opposed?
And have a good evening.
Thank you. I wanted to say that December 19th, it was a Tuesday, we opened the 112 G Street Convenience Center. Most everybody that came by through there was super nice and understanding, understanding that convenient doesn't mean instant. Still has some that will always think that, but not true. Went very well considering it was the opening day and people were lined up like 25 deep out on the road before the gate opened. Most of the day, I was out there all day and trying to direct traffic and let people know what was going on. And like I said, most understood. I only had like maybe 3 real complaints, and they were just people wanting to vent because they didn't understand. And I appreciate them too, but they didn't come out there expecting to wait in line for up to an hour. And at times, that's the way it was. We'd have 30 cars inside the gate, and we'd have backed up to 11th Avenue, we'd have like 20 cars. That's how many it would take to back up to 11th Avenue. But we weren't out on Weekly Road. Usually we'll have 5 to 6 wrecks during the Thanksgiving rush. We had 0 accidents this year. I think That's quite an accomplishment. We have some tweaking to do out there, but overall, it's running very well, considering it's first couple weeks it's open. But it will get better. Commissioner Phillips had asked under other business to be recognized, so Phillips, or Chairman Phillips.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know how many have heard about a survey coming out that would help not only the county but our legislative delegation receive feedback from the general population. But there's a survey that was put together by our Information Systems Department called Help Rutherford. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about that. The rollout is this week. But I wanted to make sure that all of us as commissioners knew about that. And it's in essence, a survey, a real simple survey to take for the general population to give us feedback on alternative taxes. So if you would write this website down, we'll have, I think, cards and everything available that will have this website on it, but I don't have any of those on me right now. But the communication process on this will begin, and we're hoping to have literally thousands of people participate in the survey to give us feedback on alternative taxes and to also give our legislative delegation feedback on alternative taxes. Once again, the website is called Rutherford Help. The site address is http:// HELPRUTHERFORD helprutherford.org. http:// And I know that right now, question, if you think growth should help pay for itself, click yes. That's what it's really all about. The mayor worked hard in putting together a communicative process as to what we as a county are facing. The IT department has worked real hard in you be the first to take it and do the survey, and then maybe you can communicate what that process is to your family, to your friends, and everybody you know. Questions? Lisa can probably answer. I got the mayor's permission to at least kick this off with the county commission.
Chairman Phillips.
To follow up on that, one thing I've done, I've got a link to the survey on my Facebook page. So anybody's interested, and then go to that page, and you'll see a letter there that's actually from our mayor, but the link is embedded in that. I think all of us probably got that if you noticed it. But anyway, that link's posted. If you can't find it in another place, you can go to my Facebook page, and you'll find that survey there.
Other business? Mr. Pearson?
I was hoping Mr. Wagner would be here tonight, but if he's under the weather, he's under the weather. Of course, like your convenience centers, very heavy loaded for the Christmas season. The Lascassas Center was very, very heavy loaded, had one head-on collision and one minor collision over the holidays. We have people backed up on both sides of the roads. They're blocking the dollar store, the tobacco outlet, the restaurant on one side, and blocking another business on the other side of the road. A couple of years ago, I come to y'all with a request to look at the Walter Hill Center and maybe reroute the traffic down there at a very minimum cost. We were successful at that. We've got the traffic off the road. It seems to work very well. I think we could do the same thing at the Lascassas Center and probably not involve hardly any cost, because we own as a county an acre directly behind our center that is already gravelled, paved, and chain link fence around it. And with y'all's permission, if I have to have it, I'm gonna ask you anyway. I don't want to do anything behind anybody's back, get accused of that enough anyway. But I'd like to get with the Bishop, and any of y'all that want to go with us whenever Bishop and myself can set up a meeting to meet out there and look at that and see if we couldn't help that with minimum cost, if maybe not any cost.
Commissioner Piercy, add our road superintendent to that meeting.
I will. I sure will.
As well as our county engineer.
I'll do that. Sure will.
And if you get when you get that set up, if you would just send an email blast to this committee,
Sure.
And for those of us who want to attend, that'd be great.
I can do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other business? I have one more thing. We're going to start something new. I've been asked by several commissioners to reach out to Republic for an update. I did that. They're willing to come quarterly, maybe not, but they're willing to come quarterly to give an update or report on what's going on out there, and just try to keep us updated on their situation, our situation. And not sure if that'll be in February or March, but it'll be one or the other. As soon as I can get them out up here. Anything else? B.
Since you brought that up, I was contacted by Mr. Clausen, and I think he probably tried to reach out to all of us, but he told me at that time they were voluntarily reducing the amount of outside trash coming into Rutherford County by 30%, I believe. I don't want to be quoted on the exact amount, but anyway, it'll be interesting to hear his report. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Jeff, I just took this Rutherford Help survey. It takes 2 minutes or less, so I would encourage everybody to take that minimal time to do that.
Our next meeting will be February 2nd. Is that right? Any other business? Wish everyone a merry, happy new year. Excuse me, new year. And hope everyone has a better one than last year. Stand adjourned.